Warning, Caffeinated Conquest features adult nerds using adult language. Seriously, don't say we didn't warn you.
Yeah, what do we think we should do here then?
Well, she did say a Scotsman was here tonight, right?
Yes.
You just don't know. What other name would he use?
I mean...
The Prince.
Are there any other names that I know McNeil goes by?
Oh, mesmerize. Verbally implant a false thought or hypnotic suggestion in the subject's mind.
Oh, okay, I can make a suggestion.
I can force him or her to tell us where this other Scotsman is.
I'm gonna sort of use the mesmerize to sort of tell her, wouldn't you so kindly tell us where that Scotsman you said that did come through was taken to?
Roll manipulation plus leadership equal target's current willpower.
No, you gotta do like the Jedi mind trick shit. It's like, you want to tell me where the Scotsman is.
If the vampire scores 1 or 2 successes, the subject cannot be forced to do anything that seems strange to her. She might walk outside, but is unlikely to steal a car. 3 or 4 successes, the command is effective, unless following it endangers the subject. If 5 successes or greater, the vampire can plant nearly any sort of command.
Okay, yeah, I'm basically telling her to take us where this Scotsman went.
Okay, manipulation, leadership, div 6.
I hope it's the wrong person. We're just waking someone the fuck up.
Some random other Scotsman. God fucking damn it.
How about that willpower?
I don't think I can retroactively spend willpower.
No.
Nope, no successes.
But you did it now.
I got 2 successes and 2 1s.
I'm sorry, sir, but for the privacy of our clients, I'm afraid I just can't do that.
Should I?
Wait, before you do that, can I say please with puppy dog eyes?
The
foreign.
Oh, you get to use your delightfully foreign merit. Okay, roll it.
Just convince her that you're also a Scotsman.
But you have to word it really well.
Please, he is my clan's brother. We are of the same kilt. If this fails, this is the point where I sort of just shake my head and be like, I'm so sorry.
You have to the count of 3.
Yeah, it's like, please, you took me in after my home was attacked.
That's not... That's 100% true.
Just roll it.
I don't have any empathy.
Oh, if only we knew his perfect technique of...
Start crying, please.
Dip.
It's been hard.
6 is fine.
3 successes.
Alright, Mr. Flanagan is in room 315, but please don't bother him, it's very late at night.
Thank you.
We're gonna go bother him.
We just need to drop something off for him. I'm heading to room 315. Huh?
Why are we whispering to her?
To reassure.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry, quietness.
Looks like we're going up to room 315.
Okay. You take the elevator, room 315, right there, the do not disturb sign.
Flanagan.
I'm gonna...
I said do not disturb!
Does it sound like McNeil?
Nope.
This is the wrong Scotsman.
Yes, however,
You might know, Jerry.
you might know where the other one is.
We need you to use your clan sense, please.
Please, listen for the bagpipes in the distance.
They can do that, right? They just like play the bagpipes and it's like echolocation.
Yeah, totally.
It's like fucking Lord of the Rings with the fires.
Yeah.
I don't think this is our Scotsman.
Seconds.
Ask him if he knows a Jeremy McNeil.
Do you happen to know a Mr. Jeremy McNeil?
No!
He could be lying. Are you lying?
Are you lying, Mr. Flanagan? Is that you, McNeil?
Are you drunk
I
again?
don't know no fucking McNeil, now let me sleep!
Sir, it's 7 a.m.
Just open the door.
Do you know how to open doors, Mr. Jabril?
I do. I don't have larceny.
Neither do I.
And I'm like, well, I don't know how to break open doors. I don't know if one of you two wishes to.
This is what I was the first house. God damn it.
We can open a hotel door without blowing it up.
You take a car up the stairs. Up the elevator.
Okay, before we think he's lying, I mean, he may or may not be. But we should go check the ballroom.
Or check to see if the door's open.
Check to see if the door's open to the ballroom, and if not,
Blow the place up.
and then
And blame it on the Nazis.
No, we lay it on
Continue to carve Fiaro into
Yeah.
the walls.
the Fiero cult.
Do you appreciate the follow Fiero?
Is the door a push or a pull?
Should be a push.
To the hotel room.
Yeah.
Push.
Do you want me to try to break the door open?
I did just basically say if one of you wants to try opening the door, it's up to you how you interpret that.
What's your humanity by your cash? You're at a 4, right?
I am at a 4.
I don't even know why you have humanity.
That was gone a long time ago.
No, intentional property damage is 5. You don't fuck.
Yeah.
Quiet this.
Oh, that makes this a lot easier.
Just make a silhouette around the door with your gun.
Like a perfect me silhouette.
Thankfully, it's big enough for the rest of us to pass through.
You put FF at the end of it.
Follow me. Does that just mean we're the fucking cult?
That was a plan all along. There you go.
Totally logical.
We're trying to move all the blame to Fiero in any given situation.
And I become more of a legend as it happens.
It's like, man, Murphy Fiero fucking.
You blow up
You
places
killed
with
the
this
most badass vampire in LA.
I
Once.
could summon a tentacle to break the door.
He burned down 4 buildings in a week.
The same night.
That same night.
No, I'm just gonna keep pushing against the door.
Okay, what's your strength rating plus potence?
I do not have potence.
Okay, so what's your total strength? 2. Yeah, that's not going to be enough to break it. I'll give you a roll. Diff 9 to wrench it open. You can also spend blood to get up to 3 if you want.
No, I need to save my blood for some important shit.
Like tentacles?
Like tentacles.
Tentacles, Carl.
Tentacles, Carl. No, I didn't get a success.
Alright, so you try pushing it open and nothing really happens. The lock holds fast.
Well, let's go check out the ballroom then.
You win this time, Flanagan.
You made an enemy.
That's your one.
What would you do if that was the guy with whispering things in your head the whole time?
That son of a bitch.
I see you tried to find me today, Mr. Ash.
Flanagan!
Oh, Flanagan.
I do plan on coming back to Flanagan at some point.
Insisting he's Jeremy McNeil.
He's bringing him in.
We found Jeremy McNeil.
He's not even a vampire. No, he is. Just his name.
We're heading to the ballroom, I guess.
Okay, so it's not hard to find the ballroom. I mean, there's signs and shit that lead to it. Eventually, sort of in the dead center of the hotel, there are these, the set of double doors and the whole, just sheer wall with paintings and stuff that's very clearly sectioning off a very large area of the hotel.
So there's nothing really stopping us from going in?
Nope, the doors are closed. You can hear a roar of conversation from the other side.
From the other side.
Is the partitions locked?
I mean, if you try them, no.
Specs, what do I hear?
A lot of Spanish.
Okay.
Like a bunch of garbled Spanish.
Well, that's just Spanish to me. I don't understand what you're saying.
That's racist.
Oh, you're not Portuguese?
Put it in.
We just hear, how many people does it sound like is on the other
A
side?
lot.
A lot of people speaking Spanish. Are most of the toreadors in town Spanish?
A good number of them are, yes. Or of Hispanic descent. He was. Joaquin Murrieta? Yes. He was straight from Mexico.
I too am going to use my aspects to try to listen in.
Bunch of garbled Spanish just overlaid. That sounds like a bunch of different
conversations
Different
happening?
conversations, bunch of different laughing.
Is there anything? Can I make out anything kindred related?
Let's call that a perception investigation.
Alas, I do not have investigation, but I may put points.
What about
into
a
it.
cult?
Cult's not gonna help you. Trying to pick out particular words.
A 10.
As you're sort of like try to listen in, no. In fact, you hear that Abuelita Maria's brisket is fantastic tonight.
Okay, good. We're not gonna. It appears there's nothing going on tonight other than the quinceañera.
Busted.
We know Flanagan isn't in there. Or McNeil.
I'm afraid I only hear Spanish voices, Mr. Ash. They are speaking of brisket.
Oh man, I want to hear somebody speak Spanish with a Scottish accent.
That's so hard to do.
I mean, you already rolled the R's.
But like it's because you don't speak a lot of Spanish with the top of your palate.
We need to ask our
Viewers.
UK branch of CAFCON.
We know there's one or two of you out there watching who happen to be from the UK.
Just throw up a bunch of like Spanish words. If you're Scottish, read these things out.
And please send us the video.
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
Pino.
¿Dónde estará mi hijo? El gato está en mis pantaloons.
This is my favorite version of Spanish already.
Esta noche vamos a matar todos los güeyes en este edificio. Chúpame la vida. No, I can't. No, that's chúpame la. No, it feels like you have a Texan accent after that. Chúpame la verga. No.
Now I just want to have someone play a Spanish or Scottish
Good one.
Spanish person, I guess.
Woo! Adam!
Complete the thought. Yeah. That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good job,
I'm
Adam.
afraid this is a dead end for tonight, gentlemen.
Just wait in the lobby.
Outside of the Prince's Haven itself, I don't know where they could be keeping Mr. McNeil.
Can I try in the basement of the hotel?
Does the hotel have a basement?
Yes, it does. Hollowbrook is a basement.
Of course.
Do you wish to check the basement, Mr. Jabril?
Yes.
I guess we're going to the basement before we leave.
The last place.
I hope the door is locked.
It's just like
You're gonna try to open it, you're like, Flanagan.
Mick Flanagan.
You guys take the elevator down to like basement level 2. As it opens, you're in this austere concrete area. There's like a fence with a door in it that is locked, and beyond that is just a bunch of like boxes and shit.
Did I hear locked door?
Where's the water heater?
Oh man, this is a hotel.
Water heaters are
Oh,
huge.
yeah.
Man, Fierro was gonna be a terrorist. Alright, so
Going to be.
you're right.
You did have a moment of self-realization.
It's like I have
My
a
character's
monster.
When the times when Murphy takes the sunglasses off and looks at what he's done.
Just that brief moment where you're like, I've ruined so many lives despite not killing anybody.
Oh well, more heroin.
Alright.
I'm afraid we can go no further. The path is locked.
With my aspects, can I hear anything?
Nope. Boxes. And like the hum of whatever lights or electricity runs through the walls.
You hear boxing.
The boxes are boxing.
Alright. Well then. Let us be off.
Now let me just make a phone call in the lobby.
Okay, who you calling?
I'm calling Nines and anybody else who might have had any luck finding McNeil.
Just like, so there was an assault on Elysium today. Totally don't know who did it.
You call Nines and nobody's heard heads or tails yet, but they're still combing the city.
Any of the other anarchs that I got a hold of last time? All
I'm assuming you like go through your Rolodex
Yeah.
basically, and you don't get any leads.
suppose it's back to Fortier's house for myself. What do you two? You two wish to be dropped off somewhere?
I'm taking up residency at McNeil's.
You may call me Mr. Fortier's if you find out anything about him. Dropping him off? Do you wish to be dropped off at your haven?
Yeah.
I'm carpooling my buddies back to their havens, and then heading to Fortier's.
Alright, so you guys are basically done for the night. What are you guys gonna do? So you find a suck-face point.
I get out of the car, look in the trunk, and I say, "You got any smokes?"
Who are you talking to?
The cop in the back.
The cop is
In the trunk. I search him real quick.
Pat the junk real quick.
You know what? It's the 40. Yeah, he's probably got a pack of cigarettes on.
Take it out.
It's his
Sit on the front of the car, look over the city horizon. Take a cigarette out, light it up.
Wait, fire! Oh shit!
I actually do have lighting a cigarette on my Rutschreck guy, but you're good because you did it.
Just holding. That'd be the funniest thing ever. That'd be great.
Look back at my companions. Look back at the city and say, "We really fucked shit up this time."
Excuse me, we Fiero.
Hey, who got pulled over by the cops? For stealing a murderer's car, apparently?
We killed the murderer, okay?
Hey, he's the one that picked him.
I'm sorry. It looked like somebody else was fang banging him in the back of the car.
Oh, like you'll want to talk Fiero. Apparently, you'll do it with anybody.
Look, Betty, I really like you.
You're a fucking psychopath.
I think you're a sweet doll. I want to keep it that way, too. Now, I see that Carlo over there is trying to teach you a few of the vampire ins and outs that I may not know.
How did you infer that from getting pulled over in a murderer's car?
You know, what the fuck else would you do after I told you to stay in the goddamn bar?
Cold electrical.
What? Yeah! Fuck you! Coldly logical!
Oh, that's funny! Coldly logical lets him take his emotions out of things, and I just gave him hysteria, which lets his emotions overpower him. Damn it!
Before your emotions were a front, now they're who you are.
I'm just logically all over the place. Alright.
You fucking reached Nirvana. Congrats.
I take a look out over the city and can I tell where the chaos is happening? Like as far as cops just kind of like start going
Buildings
around
on
the city.
fire.
Do I see like lights in the distance?
I mean, you see the lights of Los Angeles, but so far, the city looks calm and peaceful and placid from up here.
Then I'm gonna.
Just some smoke.
What are you doing? Do you say anything to Fiero?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Let me have a conversation.
You tried to cuck him.
I mean, it is Adam. He would cuck his best friend.
It's like, what you doing, lads? Like I told you, stay in the bar.
We sit in the bar, but we know you're gonna come back or not. We had to do something. I didn't know if you were gonna die.
Got bored.
And then I had to teach her. So I had to teach her something, or else she's asking too many questions. You know.
I don't know how to handle it.
Once again, the clear-cut dichotomy of the group. A team and fucking D team.
I don't know how to answer correctly when girls ask me questions. I just usually break down and cry, but I managed to hold my own today.
No, man.
That's called a process.
But I use a willpower point to do that.
Alright, whatever. We need to meet back up with our friends and see what the fuck happened at that place. They sent me to actually go find you assholes, and I ran up upon you. Luckily, before you turned that shit tits up.
I had it under control to kill both of them, but I didn't.
You let one get away. You shot him in the ribs, he ran, and you said, nah, he's alright.
He's gonna bleed out eventually, though.
Yeah.
No one's gonna save his ass.
Let's go with that one.
He's a rookie cop, you know.
Yeah, I understand, which is why he shed his pants when I got him behind him. The point is, we need to go meet up with our friends. Let's go to McNeil's house. I bet you Jack Braille's over there.
That rookie that you shot is just gonna completely destroy that evidence you planted. You tried to make it look like the serial killer murdered everybody, but then that cop who pulled you over, the rookie that got away, is gonna be like, no, it was 2 Italians.
It was 3 Italians. There was another Italian behind him that he couldn't fucking... Well, I'm pretty... Did he ever figure out that the illusion was an illusion? The rookie. I don't think he ever found out that the illusion was an illusion.
He just fucking...
Alright, cool. Then, yeah, let's go to McNeil's house. Fucking lay low.
What about your new friend? Gonna unstake him?
Oh no, we're gonna leave him in the trunk for a minute. I'll figure out what to do with him later.
Is he still starving, though, the guy?
God damn it, you're the new Tony. You have fucking 3 characters now.
Dude, don't you remember Corvus? I had like...
Yeah, well, fair enough, but I control it too.
I'm not trying to, you know, gather...
You're not trying to start a cult.
But, I mean, they don't have to actually be characters that I play. Just
Yeah, I know. You make the rules when I tell you.
Are you trying to steal my thunder, Bob? I'm the one that starts cults in this group.
You're the one who's proliferating.
But you're making the cult for him.
Oh, God damn it, that's true.
Can't escape it.
I'm sorry, Chaz, I'm starting another cult in this group.
Maybe give her somebody else.
So we get back in the car after smoking a cigarette and drive to McNeil's house.
Alright, I'm going to ask for...
Do we take the siren off, or...?
Well, we never had it on.
I'm going to ask for perception stealth to get home without running afoul of another police cruiser that might recognize you, because at this point there's an APB out for you.
Can I help out? Like, just like looking out?
How would you do that?
So, like look out, there's a cop.
Yeah, you look down
Do you
that
have aspects or any shit like that?
No, not like that.
Do you have any high perception things?
You got forward perception and green stealth.
I'll allow you to add your successes together. Go ahead.
Two successes.
You got 3 successes.
Okay. So, you know the patrol routes pretty well. Even under, emergency situations like this, you're able to guide the car home. Takes a little while longer. Takes about as long as it takes to investigate the Hollowbrook Hotel. So, you arrive there at about the same time Jabril does.
That means I'm still in the car.
Yeah, Marjazan's is dropping you off.
What the fuck did you do this time?
Thanks for the forewarning. That was very helpful. Well,
We're calling it a day today, actually. Today. That's just tomorrow.
What happened today?
a lot happened today. And I'll pop the trunk. Show you the staked cop in the back.
Can I tell he's a vampire?
It looks like a guy with a thing in his chest. Now, if you were to scan him with Auspex, well, you only have Auspex 1, so you can't see his aura.
Why do you have a dead cop in the back of your trunk?
Oh, he's not dead.
What do you mean he's not dead?
Well, he is dead, but he's not dead. He's
Would
one
you
of us.
embrace another person?
In my defense, he was trying to teach Betty how to do shit.
You can gain a point of willpower for your rogue.
Rogue. Now, if I did, what would you say to that?
In my defense, somebody was trying to teach somebody something to better themselves. And I couldn't let that happen without a giant clusterfuck.
They can't be better than me.
All those fuckers were thinking they were better than me. But what would you do if that guy was embraced? Just wondering.
I only wish I hadn't dropped Irish off first.
You would have killed him? Would you have killed me? Are you thinking of killing me?
No. Is that just Jabril speaking straight up?
Yeah.
You know, the good thing about you being here is that we have such a scapegoat in you.
Let me be your mother. Let me be the spaghetti to your meatballs.
I'm fine. I'm only 1/62nd Italian. It's been a while since I've got to bring up my ambiguous ethnicity. You do realize you have a responsibility to these people you embrace.
Oh, definitely.
He passes them on to me. Don't worry about it.
I've been thinking of how I'm gonna, you know,
I teach them the
Bring the-
karaoke.
bring the fucking police force back to order.
You're gonna turn everybody into a vampire.
Vampire? Who? You guys taught me that one last time.
So you could prevent the situation, as they pointing at the state men and the...
Have we not already inferred that the fucking people that we are fighting against are in control of the police?
No.
I have a sergeant in the back of my fucking car.
Can I tell like his rank by looking at his little...
Yeah. He's a sergeant of the police force.
Oh, I thought he was a lieutenant.
No, I asked which one was higher and gave him the lower one.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna give Fierro that.
A lieutenant.
I didn't get the rookie, but at least I...
He's a beat cop.
Yeah.
Hey, I got someone. Okay, then he wasn't good. Never mind. Doesn't matter. I still got someone.
Before you take that meat cleaver out, will you at least let me talk to him first?
What are you gonna talk to him about?
Explain to him the rules. As much as I hate the rules, that there is a certain semblance of order that must be held until we can, you know.
Well, I'm not taking the fucking steak out because I flip open my notebook.
Does this man have handcuffs on him?
Yes, of course.
I'm gonna take the handcuffs and put him behind him. Put his arms behind him and...
He's basically dead weight at this point. You can.
Put him in reverse shrimp.
I don't think there's enough rope. No. Just please, let me speak to him first. You have
I
a...
just want to point out your nature is anarchist, and you're the moral compass of the group right now.
I despise the rules, but like things need to be changed before I can openly mess things up.
Like, we still need rules.
I only rebel against the rules I set.
I hate the vampire rules.
You're just like, yeah, anarchy, but like, still take a shit in the fucking toilet. They're not in the streets.
Yeah,
Some rules just have to be followed.
I'm like the reformist kind of anarchist as compared to the let's do whatever we want, Smiling Jack kind of anarchist.
Right.
Green Day as opposed to filth.
Oh no, not Green Day. I'm more
Like 182.
no. That's even less punk rock. I am Ian McKay of Minor Threat and Henry Rollins of Black Flag, more than G.G. Allen throwing poop at people at punk rock shows.
That is an excellent reference, Josh.
Thank you. I am the educated punk rocker as compared to the dude throwing poop at people.
Wait, did he throw his poop?
Yes.
G.G. Allen would shit on stage during his performances and throw them at the audience.
He would actually shit in his hand, rub it on his cock, and then if a girl blew him off, he would buy her free drinks.
That is fucking
For
disgusting.
free drinks? E. coli?
He was a nasty man, and like punk rockers idolize him for some reason.
He had a shit dick. That's gross.
People
I
knew
will-
going to his concerts that he would shit in his hand and throw it at people.
The punk
I'd rather just go to a zoo.
the punk subculture in this town is just awful motherfuckers. They have what's called crusty punks, who basically pride themselves on never showering, sleeping on the street, fucking just drinking booze all day. They suck, man. They're just shitty people to be around. I had to endure those people for an old relationship. Needless to say, I should have got out of that relationship a lot sooner than I did.
As you can see, World of Darkness can be therapy for us sometimes. But yes, that is the kind of anarchist I am.
Are you saying that I'm a shitflinger?
I don't think I could make that G.G. Allen reference just yet.
Yeah.
That's 50 years away from now. Well, that was more
You're
exciting.
the Harlem Jazz Band.
Alright. Fucking A. I guess. Maybe I
This
should.
man as a police officer with a skill set is possibly really useful, but you should have let me talk to him first.
Alright.
Before you set him on fire.
Set him on fire. Why the fuck would I set him on
That's an excellent question.
fire? Alright. Maybe I'll stick around so you can explain these rules to me too.
That's like becoming a manager at a new company, and then you just see how poorly he's training the new trainees, and you as like the subservient person right underneath him realizes...
The assistant manager?
Yeah, you as the assistant manager realizes, I know more than he does.
I think that usually happens, doesn't it?
I'll be back tomorrow. I see.
You'll be back tomorrow.
I will be back tomorrow. Mostly because you and I have some sort of obligation, possibly still.
Alright.
I'm gonna go inside.
I'm driving away.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm gonna spend the rest of the night bloodbound this guy away.
Can you feed somebody if they're staked? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay, so you give him the second feeding.
But they only do that once a night?
Does it take once a night? I'm not sure.
I think it takes. You can only do that once a night. Or
Okay.
at least rather that the blood bounty. You can still feed him.
We'll go with that. We'll
Okay.
go with that.
I got one so far.
Yep.
I'll leave him staked in the trunk.
To think about when. That way, if he ever gives you a lift, you want to go back in the trunk.
I'll make sure I park the cop car where he can't be seen by the streets or anything.
That's his coffin for the night.
How cool are the people at McNeil's place? Who are just like, yeah, hide a hot car here.
I mean, do you think McNeil hasn't done it before?
He does it for fun every Wednesday.
He's also busy.
Right, are we done for this night in the Chronicle?
I believe
believe so,
It's
yeah.
been 4 hours.
Yeah, I know. Is it is the next day in game time? Is it Monday?
Yes.
It's,
It is
No,
the day after
no.
turn.
it's Sunday. It's the night that we
Yeah,
that's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's Sunday night. Or rather the.
So this was Saturday night that we just
Yeah.
played.
Yes.
It's been 2 days. It's been fucking 2 days in the Chronicle, Murphy.
You've created 2 vampires and set 2 buildings on fire.
We
Once a night, crashed 2 cars. If you don't keep this up all the way till like the 1990s, I will be extremely disappointed in you.
what kind of lineage would I leave behind?
You would turn LA into like.
Oh,
LA.
You would turn 1950s LA into like
It's-
Detroit now.
You are going to make Escape from LA a documentary rather than a piece of fiction.
As I said, my goal here is to
There's going to be a hunter named Snake Plissken coming after you.
Snake Plissken. Oh, from fucking Escape from LA.
Escape from New York and Escape from LA.
I'll kill my lips.
He's in one of them. Isaac Hayes is in the other.
Yeah. That's.
It's all
I'm gonna
folks.
try and keep it up, but I don't know. I might get killed at some point in time.
You got to turn at least 1 vampire every night so far. You have to at least light 1 building on fire, and you have to crash at least 1 vehicle.
Well, we know which building I'm lighting on fire tomorrow.
You already lit the gallery on fire. You gonna light the Hollowbrook Hotel on fire?
I don't know.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
No.
We'll see how I feel that day.
Spend the night looking for a gas tank.
It's both a gas station.
What? Oh, fuck that. Just run the tanker to the front and shoot the tank.
Just crash in and you know, yeah, shit, it's not going off. This is surprisingly stable liquid.
Set on fire.
I saw this in the movies. Fuck. Yeah. I believe that's the end for tonight.
If you guys enjoyed our content, leave us a like and subscribe. If you want to support us, buy Chaz's books online so I don't have to ask my cousin for hooker money and then cry about it later to him.
You can ask my ST.
All right.